If you're trying to write a story, you'll hear the word theme over and over again. It doesn't matter if it's a manga, a novel, a light novel, or a webtoon. Advice online will tell you to write the theme of your story without actually explaining how to do it. In this video, I'll explain exactly what the theme of your story is and how you can find it using 3 simple steps. By the end of this video, you'll have a firm grasp on what theme is, and you'll be able to write your own. First, what is theme? Theme is the main underlying message, lesson, or deeper meaning of your story. It's what you, the author, are really trying to tell your reader by telling your story. Think of it this way. The plot is what happens. The theme is why it matters. For example, let's say your theme is about injustice and how innocent people fall victim to it. Then maybe you could write a fantasy story where the villain of your story is the system itself. They would be the policemen who wear badges. They would be the judges who hold the power. And to make your point, you'd let them get away with their crimes. Without you needing to literally say it, the reader finishes your story and walks away understanding the deeper meaning. Here's something important. The theme isn't just one word like love or justice or freedom. It's your view as the author on that topic. It's your personal argument or opinion. Your story will likely have multiple themes in it too, but there's usually one big theme that ties everything together. Every arc, every subplot, and every action that your characters take makes the theme of your story clearer and clearer as it goes on. If your theme was about perseverance, then your characters should be facing situations that test whether they'll keep going or quit. If your theme is about freedom, then your characters should be running into chains, literal or figurative, and choosing to break them. If you look at One Piece, Luffy and the Straw Hat crew in each arc are shown traveling the Grand Line, island to island, freeing enslaved, downtrodden, or mistreated people. Alabasta, Dressrosa, Wano, Fishman Island. Every single major arc in One Piece follows the same pattern. The Straw Hats show up, find people being crushed under some tyrant, and they fight to free them. One Piece is a very political series in that its theme is tied to freedom and freeing people from injustice. But you could also argue that One Piece is about the pursuit of your dreams, because Luffy says it all the time. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. That dream drives everything he does. So One Piece has layers. Freedom is the big theme. The pursuit of dreams is another theme as well. And Oda reinforces both of these in every single arc. If you study Black Clover, we know that Asta's dream is to become the Wizard King, but he lacks magic. In a world where everyone has magic, this guy has zero, none, and people laugh at him for it. They tell him to give up. But Asta frequently states throughout the entire series that his magic is never giving up. And no matter what his obstacles are, no matter his disadvantages, he never gives up and fights for his dream of one day becoming the Wizard King. You could say that the theme of Black Clover is perseverance, or never giving up despite what you face in your life. The author Yuki Tabata writes that theme into everything. Every fight Asta wins, he wins because he refuses to quit. That's the theme showing up in the plot over and over again. Notice something about both of these examples. The authors didn't just pick a theme and forget about it. They built their entire stories around it. Every arc supports the theme. Every major character decision reflects the theme. That's what makes these stories feel like they mean something. And that's what you want for your story too. Now, let's talk about how you actually figure out your theme. I've broken this down into 3 steps. The first step is to research your genre. Most genres have certain universal themes that they tend to fall into. This isn't a coincidence. It's because certain types of stories naturally explore certain types of ideas. So before you stress about finding the perfect theme, start by doing some research. If you aren't even sure of your genre, ask yourself, what existing stories or series does my story compare to? If your story feels like a combination of Naruto and Attack on Titan, then you're probably in the action or dark fantasy genre. Use other stories that are similar to yours to figure out your genre, and then look at what themes that genre usually explores. Action stories explore things like survival, courage, and sacrifice. Shonen manga almost always deals with at least one of these. Romance stories explore things like friendship, love, human connection, intimacy, and what people are willing to do for the ones they care about. Horror stories have themes like survival and good versus evil. A lot of overlap with action, but the focus is different. Horror stories make you feel in danger. Action stories make you want to fight the danger. Mystery and thriller stories have themes like deception, morality, and the gray area between right and wrong. Fantasy and sci-fi stories explore things like power, identity, and what it means to be human. You don't have to pick a theme straight from this list. These are just examples. Here are some questions to ask yourself during this step. What genre does my story fall into? What are the stories that are the most similar to mine? What themes do those stories have? Which of those themes do I actually care about? Which themes get me excited to write my own story? Is there a theme that connects to something in my own life? That last question is important. The best themes come from something real that the author wants to say. If you've experienced injustice, a story about injustice will come naturally to you. If you've had to fight for something nobody believed you could achieve, a story about winning against the odds will feel honest. Don't just pick a theme because it sounds cool. Pick one that means something to you. Step number 2, work backwards. This is probably the best approach out of all 3 steps. Instead of trying to start with your theme, write your story first. Then worry about your theme later. I know that sounds backwards, but here's why it works. A lot of writers, especially newer writers, get stuck before they even start because they're trying to nail down the perfect theme before they write a single word. They sit there for weeks thinking, what's my story really about? And they never actually write anything. Don't do that to yourself. Just write the story you want to write. Get your characters on the page. Get your plot moving. Don't worry about the theme at first. Just tell the story that's in your head. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your theme is already in your story. You just might not see it yet. Because the stories we want to tell come from who we are, what we believe, and what we've been through. When you write without forcing a theme, your natural beliefs and values bleed into the work anyway. You'll start to see patterns. You'll notice your main character keeps fighting against authority. Or your villain keeps getting away with things because of their status. Or your characters keep choosing loyalty over their own interests. Those patterns are your theme trying to come out on its own. So write your story first. Then, when you reread your work and start editing it, look for those patterns. That's when you can add extra scenes, change up character actions, tweak dialogue, or build out subplots to sharpen the theme you've discovered. The main idea is that characters come first. Getting to know your characters and what they want presents options for your plot, because essentially, all plots are about characters wanting something and trying to get it, successfully or unsuccessfully. And what your characters want and how they go about getting it will naturally point you toward your theme. If your main character wants revenge, your theme might be about whether revenge actually brings peace. If your main character wants to protect their family, your theme might be about sacrifice. If your main character wants to prove everyone wrong, your theme might be about self-worth and believing in yourself. The theme grows out of the character's desire. Here are some questions to ask yourself. What does my main character want more than anything? What is my main character willing to do to get what they want? And what line won't they cross? What keeps showing up in my story without me having to plan it? Is there a repeating idea or conflict? What emotion or idea stuck with you the most while you were writing? Step number 3, write your theme into your plot. So now you have a theme. Maybe you found it through genre research. Maybe it showed up naturally when you started writing. Either way, now it's time to go back through your story and make that theme more obvious to the reader. There are a few ways to do this. First, use your character's choices. Ask yourself, how does your main character or main cast of characters react to the situations you put them in? In One Piece, if Luffy and the Straw Hats were put in a situation that forced them to either fight and save others, or run away and save themselves, it's obvious what choice they'd make. They'd stay and fight every single time. Because One Piece is about freedom, and the Straw Hats would never leave people in chains. Those character choices reflect the theme. Now flip it. What if Luffy ran? What if he said, "Not my problem," and sailed away? That would break the theme. It would feel wrong to the reader, even if they couldn't explain why. That's how powerful the theme is when it's woven into character choices. So think about your own story. What situations can you put your characters in that force them to make a choice that reflects your theme? If your theme is about never quitting, put your character in a scenario where quitting makes perfect sense, but have them keep going anyway. If your theme is about learning to trust others, put your character in a situation where they have to trust someone who betrayed them before. The harder the choice, the more powerful your theme becomes. Write those scenes into your story. Build entire sequences around them. Next, use your world building to quietly reveal your theme. This is one that a lot of writers overlook, and it's a powerful tool. Your world itself can reflect your theme. The way your society works, the history of your nations, the rules of your magic system, the environment your characters live in, all of it can reinforce what your story is actually about. Look at Attack on Titan. The world itself is built around the theme of freedom. The people trapped behind walls live like caged animals in fear of the Titans on the outside. The walls are both protection and a prison. That's a great example of using world building to display your theme. In One Piece, the world government quite literally erases history and silences anyone who tries to uncover the truth. The world itself is built on oppression and hidden freedom. So ask yourself, does your world reflect your theme? If your theme is about inequality, does your world have a clear divide between the rich and the poor? If your theme is about survival, is your world's environment dangerous and unforgiving? The point is to make your setting work for your theme, not against it. Lastly, use your villain or antagonist. Your villain is one of the best tools you have for reinforcing your theme. In the best stories, the villain represents the opposite of the theme. If your theme is about never giving up, then your villain should be someone who either gave up and became bitter, or someone who wants to crush the hero's will. If your theme is about freedom, then your villain could represent oppression. The conflict between your hero and your villain can be a physical representation of your theme. When the hero wins, the theme wins. When the hero struggles, the theme is in danger. Here are some questions you can ask yourself. What choices can I force my characters to make that reflect my theme? How can I make my world building support the theme of my story? Are there scenes in my story that don't connect to the theme at all? And does my villain confront the theme head-on? Are they the opposite of what my hero stands for? In conclusion, if you want to write the theme of your story, follow these 3 steps. First, research your genre to find a starting point. Second, work backwards by writing your story first and discover your theme naturally. Third, go back over your story and write your theme into your plot through character choices, world building, and your villain. In short, the theme is the reason your story matters. It's the thing that makes a reader close the book or finish the last chapter of your manga and sit there thinking about it for days. So take these 3 steps, apply them to whatever story you're working on right now, and make your story mean something. If this video helped you, hit the like button and leave a comment below. Also, if you want to get started writing your first one-shot manga, head over to mangascript.com to download the one-shot guide. It's a page-by-page breakdown of 3 high-quality manga one-shots, and it makes it 10 times easier to write your own script. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. It's a great place to share your work and connect with fellow creators. Thanks for watching.